Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Rise up, a beamy being. Rising up from your own deathbed, the deathbed of being a human being. It doesn't serve any purpose for many of you out there that are experiencing all forms of anxiety and depression, because that is what it's telling you. Life is actually depressing. And so therefore you have to ask yourself, do you have a different idea or a vision or a version about what life should be? And of course, what's happening is that we cannot change the outside of what is going on in the world because it's just too big. But what we can do is to change the way our inside feels about any of it. And that was the be me for me. It was, rather than absorbing all the negativity and the stress and the woes of the world, you learn to be able to see what's going on in that world, but you don't let it infect you in your own system. That's the kingdom of heaven within. That's the kingdom of God without. And so therefore, when you're trying to master oneself, because that's what beamism is all about, is being able to master oneself. Because if you look at the human, it can't do that. It doesn't know how to do that. And so therefore, it just runs amok with all of the experiences and dramas that it's had. It develops into that type of a being, and therefore it plays out that type of a being. But the truth of it is that is not who you really are. You're so much more than that. And this is what Be Me does. Be Me gives you the infrastructure, the identity to be able to say, okay, today I'm being human. Today I'm being Be Me. So you can gauge if you're in this mode, which will be your normal human existence of inner thinking and not in a good way, or you've got this idea with the Be Me way that says, okay, how does the Be Me think? And what you'll find is that the Be Me way is the complete opposite to the human way. That's the difference. There wasn't just a little bit that changed. Everything changed. The human fell away, the Be Me came up. Therefore, what had happened was I transformed into a completely different being that has taken me some time to understand, to work with, to feel at home with. That was the most important thing, I think. It was about feeling at home within this new awareness, this new level of consciousness, and the way that I was seeing, perceiving, and ultimately, what was my perception of life? And most importantly as well, the perception of me in life. On a beamy level, on a soul level, it's an incredible adventure. It truly is astounding. It's mind-blowing, and it can seem weird, but the only reason why it's like that it's weird and it's uncomfortable in certain aspects of it, because you think you're going mad. Whereas when it starts to get comfortable, that weirdness then becomes the norm. And then the old human life was definitely unconscious. It has no idea. It's got no clue of anything that's going on. But the Be Me being becomes aware of the human identity and then starts to make amends with that identity, which means you start letting go of the things that you've become that don't work for you anymore. They don't love you. See, that's what pain is all about. Self-inflicted pain means you just don't love yourself anymore. So what is the quickest way to love oneself? And that is to stop the attack of the abuse that you give yourself. Not just yourself, but whoever you meet could be a problem. But when you look at the world and you look at the human society, it's very disruptive within, and it's very destructive. So therefore, you will never find your true self whilst you're still being in the human programming. My name is Trevor Risley. Be me, be you, believe. I'll see you on the other side. Take care.